You think the fights are the problem, or the distance, or her pulling away. But what if I told you the real threat isn't what is happening between you, it is what is stuck inside of you? Maybe you are wondering, why is she pulling away? Why does nothing I do seem to change anything? Why do I keep getting triggered by the same stuff? And can we even come back from this? And what the hell is actually going on? Let me answer all of that in this video, because I've been there. You might think, just like I did, that you are broken, but you are not. You might believe it is too late, but it isn't. You may be trying to fix things, trying to make her happy, trying to say the right things, and still watching her slip away. This isn't because you are weak. It's not because she's cruel, and it's not because you don't love each other. It's because there is something inside you, something you don't see, that is running the show. Let me show you what I mean by sharing what happened to me. I cheated early in our relationship, and I never told her. We got married, built a life, had a family, but that secret sat in the background like a silent toxin. And then in 2022, we experienced miscarriage. Twins. Gone. It rocked us. And in the grief, my wife wanted us to reconnect. She signed us up for a year-long sex and relationship coaching program. I agreed because I knew things were breaking down. The very first lesson, radical honesty. They used a metaphor I'll never forget. In every relationship, there is a clear pane of glass. When you start, it's crystal clear. You see each other as you are. But every lie, every withheld truth, every hidden emotion smudges the glass. And over time, you don't see the real person anymore. Just a blur. To clean the glass, radical honesty. That's when it hit me. I had to tell her. I came clean. I told her about the cheating. She was shocked, hurt, furious. But what hit her hardest wasn't what I did back then. It was that I never told her that this version of me, the man she lived with, had been hiding it all this time. That betrayal stung far deeper than what my younger self had done. That moment didn't destroy us, but what followed nearly did. It wasn't her, it was me. And it wasn't the cheating, it was the shame I wore after. Shame that I carried even before I told her. Shame she could feel but couldn't name. Then came grief for the babies we lost, yes, but also for the man I hadn't been, for the life I thought we would have. I carried it like a silent weight. And then came anger, not at her, at myself. But I projected it onto her. I get frustrated when she couldn't just move on. I blamed her for not healing fast enough, for not forgiving fast enough. But deep down, I was angry at me for failing, for freezing, for not being able to just be there for her. Those three emotions, shame, grief, anger, they were rotting our marriage from the inside. These emotions are like termites. You don't see them at first. They are quiet, subtle, invisible, but they eat away the foundation of your relationship until one day, everything collapses, and you don't even know what hit you. Number one, shame. Not just about what you did, but about what you didn't do. The times you stayed silent, the apologies you never made, the moments you weren't present. Shame is toxic not because it screams, but because it whispers. It tells you you are not good enough. It makes you hide, shut down, withdraw. And the more you retreat, the more she feels alone in the relationship, even if you are sitting right next to her. Grief. Unprocessed grief doesn't disappear. It calcifies. It sits like a weight in your chest. You grieve the baby you lost, the trust you broke, the version of your life that didn't happen. Sometimes it's grief for things that never were, just the vision you once had. But grief, when ignored, becomes resentment. It colors every conversation, every touch, every silence. You can't build a future when your soul is still buried in the past. Anger. This one is the most deceptive. It looks like blame, like snapping over the dishes, like withdrawing after a fight. But underneath, You're not angry at her. You're angry at yourself for failing, for not knowing how to fix it, for watching the love slip through your fingers. But instead of facing it, you project. And that projection becomes a poison in your dynamic, making her feel unsafe, unaccepted, unloved. I've seen this pattern in man after man, leaders, providers, good men. These emotions don't care how strong you are, they'll take you down from the inside. That's why I use hypnosis and subconscious rewiring, not just with my clients, but on myself. Because if you don't face them, they will ruin what you love most. If this video is hitting home, subscribe to my channel because I don't do surface level dating advice. I help men rewire their emotional patterns, reclaim leadership in their relationships, and create love that actually lasts. So the question is, how do you fix this? You don't talk it out. You retrain your nervous system. You go to the source. That's what hypnosis does. It lets you reframe past trauma so you stop seeing your past as a chain of mistakes and start seeing it as fuel. Shame becomes clarity. Regret becomes responsibility. It allows you install new emotional responses. You build new pathways in your brain. So when your wife criticizes you, you don't explode. You stay grounded. When you feel triggered, you breathe instead of blame. When you feel pain, you stay present instead of shutting down. What does it look like in reality? It looks like stopping going silent every time your wife brings up a hard topic. It looks like stopping panicking during arguments and starting validating her pain without taking it personally. It looks like replacing your resentment with gratitude and watching your sex life come back online. You can build a future worth living. You wake up excited. You know who you are. You lead with clarity and emotional integrity. You stop fearing disconnection because you know how to create connection on command. And yes, I used this on myself and it worked. It didn't just save my marriage, it expanded it. Today, I'm not just married, I'm in love. We have rebuilt what we had and built something even stronger. And the biggest proof? Our 5-month-old son. He wouldn't exist if I hadn't done this work. If you are watching this and feel like your marriage is slipping away, book a free clarity call with me. No pressure, no hard sell, just clarity. I'll show you how I help men like you release shame, process grief, and channel anger, and turn their entire relationship around in 6 weeks or less. Not with begging, not with tactics, but by becoming a man she feels safe with again, a man she wants to come close to. Click the link, fill out a few short questions. If it's aligned, we'll talk. Let's clear the glass. Let's rewrite your story before it's too late.